Hello and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things that we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History, What Happened Today in History, historical calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Aoxander, and I will be joined soon by the one only Leave It to Beaver Meat Cleaver. And hopefully Scott shows up, hopefully Sohan shows up. Not entirely sure, but anyway, today is Saturn's Day, also known as Saturday, September 3rd, 2022. And just on time, I am joined by...
Hello.
Hello?
Meat Cleaver.
Yep. So let's see here. Starting us off, in the year 30 BC, the Battle of Naulocus occurred, in which Admiral of Octavian, Marcus Vespasianus Agrippa, defeated son of Pompey, Sextus Pompeius, ending the Pompeian resistance to the Second Triumvirate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before Christ, my goodness.
Yep. And actually, we were talking about this yesterday, AD and BC, we were taught, at least, I think I was taught this, and I know that you were taught BC meant before Christ, AD meant after death.
Right.
Well, now it's BCE, before Common Era, and AD stands for Anno Deserta or something.
Well, after death was just an easy way to remember it, but it didn't stand for that. It stands for what you're saying, Anno Deserta, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I never knew that part of it. I knew of it, but I couldn't even start to tell you.
Yeah. Anyway, doing a pretty significant time jump here to 1189. Richard the Lionheart was crowned in Westminster. 30 Jews were massacred after the coronation. Richard ordered the perpetrators to be executed. Wow. What? So in the name of the king, they murdered 30 Jews, but then Richard is just no, hell no, I ain't gonna have that. So, good.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
Jews have been persecuted forever.
I mean, not every ass kicking falls out of the sky.
Yeah. That's
so,
true.
I mean, Jews have been getting a lot of shit, but you know what? It's not always unwarranted. So, 1501, Nicholas de Ovano y Caceres, appointed governor of the Indies by Spanish Queen Isabella I. That's regal right there. Look at that. 1650, the Battle of Dunbar. Oliver Cromwell's English New Model Army defeated Scottish force in surprise attack. Ooh. Mm-hmm. So a new model army as well as a surprise attack. So double hit right there.
Huh, I wonder what that means, new model army.
New model army. Let's see. I think 1650. So I think this is when maybe they were switching from spears and stuff to guns.
Oh, that's what you think? Okay.
1650. So let's see here. New model army. The New Model Army was a standing army formed in 1645 by the parliamentarians during the First English Civil War, then disbanded after the Stuart Restoration in 1660. It differed from other armies employed in the 1639 to 1653 wars. We just had an earthquake.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Wars of the Three Kingdoms, in that members were liable for service anywhere in the country rather than being limited to a single area or garrison. It goes on and on and on, but
okay.
Yeah. But for further reading, please refer to the underbar. That was wild. We're just sitting here and all of a sudden wasn't much of an earthquake, but it was something.
Well, depending where it's centered. If we're on the tail end of it, it could be a mega earthquake, 200 miles away.
Yeah, maybe.
You never know.
Let's
Probably
hope
not.
Let's hope that San Francisco is no longer around.
Oh, God, no, don't say that.
I do. I hope. 1752, Britain and the British Empire, including the American colonies, adopted the Gregorian calendar, losing 11 days. People then rioted, thinking the government stole 11 days of their lives. Oh my God!
Are you kidding?
Wow.
I love that. You screwed me out of 11 days.
At least give me a choice. Give me cigarettes,
Yeah.
Let
Should
me.
have gone the other way and gifted them 11 days.
Then they wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Look at all this extra time I have.
I have 11 days. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still kind of like on that earthquake. It's been a while since I felt a little tremor like that.
We haven't had an earthquake that I have felt
Yeah.
in a long time.
Yeah, that was weird. 1791, during the French Revolution, the new French Constitution declaring France a constitutional monarchy was passed by the National Assembly. Huh.
Okay.
This guy again with, like, here, let me try to get a bigger. Is it just me or is his hair like escaping his head? Look at that, like it's woo,
That's a weird face.
It is. Well, this is hand painted, so somebody obviously doesn't know what they're doing. But
well, maybe he just had a weird face.
Maybe he did. Although I can't really judge. It's better than anything I can do. So, moving on up into 1838, Frederick Douglass escaped from slavery disguised as a sailor. Yeah, this is the guy who took the Confederate ship, or no, this is
Wasn't he an advisor to Lincoln eventually?
I believe so. Let's see here. Frederick Douglass, North Star, yada yada, fugitive slave, National Black Convention, Douglass, blah blah blah. He was the first U.S. black delegate to a national convention.
Okay. And what year was that? So that's around the
that
time.
was
1860,
1866,
Yeah.
September 6th. So that's actually coming up here in 3 days.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything here about Lincoln. Frederick Douglass was the first black U.S. citizen to be nominated for U.S. vice president.
What? Say that again?
Is 6th to 23rd, 1888. Frederick Douglass was the first black U.S. citizen to be nominated for the U.S. vice president.
Wow.
So that's cool.
I wonder by what party.
Let's see here.
Of course. Could have been the Whigs or something like that. I don't know where all those parties were at the time.
The Whigs was a United Kingdom political party. Convention of Presidential Nominations. Republican Convention. Huh.
So he was on a ticket?
No, he was nominated to be.
Oh, he was nominated. Okay.
He wasn't to be voted.
Okay.
But he was nominated to be there. So,
okay.
Step one. But hey, he got that far, and that's amazing.
I think he was. I mean, it wasn't an official thing, but I think he had President Lincoln's ear.
Frederick Douglass, Abraham Lincoln. Let's see here. Abraham Lincoln. What did Frederick Douglass? Did Lincoln ever meet Frederick Douglass? Confronting. Frederick Douglass was not a fan of President Abraham Lincoln 2 years into the Civil War. Something about the So, I don't know.
Okay.
Well,
doesn't matter. Let's go.
Who was Lincoln black advisor? Frederick Douglass. Okay. Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah.
The middle of the 19th century, as the United States was ensnared in a bloody civil war, President Abraham Lincoln and abolitionist Frederick Douglass stood as the two most influential figures in the national debate over slavery and the future of African Americans. So, I'm not finding anything, but...
Well, obviously he was an advisor or something, isn't that what it said? I'm not sure. But yeah, it sounds like that's what I understand is he had his ear and he really respected his opinion.
Yeah, I'm disturbed that it's big. It's so difficult trying to figure this out. It almost like they're trying to sweep it under the rug, Like
could be.
Yeah,
could be. But come on, even a black man nominated for the vice presidency? Come on, why isn't that in Black History Month?
Yeah,
maybe it is. I don't know. I don't follow it that close. Yeah. So, in fairness to Black History Month.
Well, all they celebrate is like all the bad things a white man has done for them. They don't celebrate anything that they've done.
I'm not going there.
So, am I wrong though?
I'm not going there.
Anyway, 1881, Anton Bruckner completed his Sixth Symphony.
Okay.
And we have a boxing title fight in 1908. Canadian World Heavyweight Boxing Champion Tommy Burns knocks out Australian Bill Lang in 6 rounds in Melbourne in a warm-up fight for his famous title bout with Jack Johnson.
Well, there you go, a Canuck for a champ, world champ.
Yep, those Canadians. 1912, Arnold Schoenberg's Fünf Orchesterstücke, or the 5 pieces for orchestra, premiered in London at a promenade concert. Huh. So just a random promenade concert, nothing special. So
it's weird.
Huh.
Out of 1912, that's what you highlight, huh?
Yeah. 1914, Cardinal Giacomo della Chiesa became Pope Benedict the 15th.
Okay.
1916, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson signed Adamson Act, providing an 8-hour day on interstate railroads, preventing a national railroad strike.
Our first socialist president.
And here we go. In the year 1919, President Woodrow Wilson set out on a tour of the USA to rouse public opinion behind the Treaty of Versailles and the League of Nations. Yeah, so this is after the First World War.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, League of Nations. Yeah. Precursory to
the United Nations, which, as you know, I've said this before, there was one point in time where both the League of Nations and the United Nations, as separate entities but representing the same thing, did exist in unison.
Yeah.
And they were just moving from one to another. So, man, where's Scott where you need him? 1928, future Baseball Hall of Fame outfielder Ty Cobb recorded his 4,189th and final career hit as a pinch hitter for Philadelphia A's in a 6-1 loss versus Washington Senators.
Wow, his final hit, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow. And Scott missed it.
Yeah.
Although I think he got his first hit a couple days ago. I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ty Cobb's first hit.
I wonder how old he was in there.
Ty Cobb's first hit. Ty Cobb. How many hits? What records? Well, it's not telling me Ty Cobb's first hit. So, but how old was he in this event? 1928.
That's one of his last hits. So that was the end of his career.
He was born in 1886. So, 1928 minus 1886 equals 42. He was 42 years old.
Pretty up there.
That's high. Moving on up into 1932, A's first baseman Jimmy Foxx smashed his 50th and 51st home runs to become the only third player to reach 50 in a Major League Baseball season. He joined Babe Ruth and Hack Wilson.
Yeah, Jimmy Foxx.
Yeah. Well, Hack Wilson doesn't sound like much of a hack to me.
Seems to me I saw him in a World Series game against the Dodgers at the end of his career. I can't say that for sure, but I kind of remember that.
Well, he died in 69 at the age of 67 at the age of 59. Died after choking on food.
Oh,
wow.
Jeez.
What a way to go. Jeez.
He probably would have been too old, what I'm thinking of. Okay.
Well, let's see here. Hall of Fame. Jimmy Foxx hit his 534th
We'll go up to
and
Jimmy
final
Foxx World Series appearance.
Jimmy Foxx.
As plural.
Jimmy Foxx's World Series. Let's see here. 1933. Let's see. And I see we have been joined by the legendary Scott.
I'm here.
Welcome.
How you doing, Scott?
Good. How are you, meat cleaver?
Doing good.
That's good. Having a good Saturday, I hope.
So far, yeah. Other than it's too damn hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's even a little hot here. I mean, so I can't imagine what it's like over there for you.
Yeah.
Well, there's one thing I've known. There's not a whole lot of temperature difference around, at least the States as far as heat, because I'm always sitting here complaining about, it's 100, and then people in Louisiana is like, it's 90, but it's 80% humidity.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
the
like,
difference.
you know.
Hey, let's move on with this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I can't seem to find this. Anyway, Mr. Scott, now that you're here, why don't you start your turn in 1940? What an unfortunate way to start your turn. We just literally did two baseball things, so.
1940. All right. As I scroll.
Scrolling, right.
Oh, great. Okay, 1940. Adolf Hitler orders an invasion of Great Britain for September 21st for the operation of Sea Lion.
Operation Sea Lion.
Yeah, Sea Lion.
Sea Lion.
Oopsie, I'm like focusing a little too hard now.
Yeah, no, like you're in the foreign language mindset and you don't even see the English in front of you. I've done that so many times.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Operation Sea Lion, like it was doomed to fail because, like, when you think about it, like, when we invaded Normandy, like things like the Higgins craft and all that stuff, amphibious assaults, like up until that point, just like a year or so before, people were still doing seaborne invasions like they did back in, like, the ancient days. They literally just beached boats and just piled over. because
Really?
we didn't have any
Didn't have the
crafts.
amphibious,
You know,
yeah.
like or you get in rowboats. Again that was part of Operation Sea Lion. Their actual plans for invading the coast was obviously you had all the big ships and
Yeah.
everything, but then they just got on like normal rowboats and just went there.
Jeez.
They did not have something like a Higgins craft.
Huh.
Because Higgins
Yeah.
they let me look this up here. When were Higgins boats invented? Okay. Designed the craft in 1926 as a maneuverable shallow draught motor barge for hauling cargo through the Louisiana Bayou. Okay, so it was a utilitarian thing.
Yeah.
But 1926. The Higgins boat. I would like
So
to know more.
At some point, they transferred. Hey, we can use that for military.
Yeah, it began as a bayou barge for bootleggers.
Yeah.
So illegal, like prohibition.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1926 prohibition, right there. Wow.
I don't know
So-
why.
So
Wanna
that's
go in?
interesting. And didn't an entire industry, sports industry merge out of that prohibition?
Yeah, well, I got a break 100.
It did. I'm asking you.
I don't know. What is it?
NASCAR
Yeah.
and automobile racing. Yeah.
Really? I didn't know.
All
that.
the rum runners.
Okay.
Yeah, they started holding contests because it was all about outrunning the police.
Yeah.
And they were holding illegal contests, and then that eventually sported out into like Daytona
Yeah, good
and
pull. I didn't
NASCAR
know
and all
that.
that stuff. Yeah,
Didn't know that.
yeah.
Good. Good, how are you?
So anybody who likes NASCAR, you're a bunch of illegal alcoholic supporters or something.
You're hooligans.
You hooligans. Anyway, Scott, let's move on to 44.
Hold on.
If Scott is there. Well, while he's preoccupied, I'll take 44. The 68th and last transport of Dutch Jews, including Anne Frank, from Westerbork left for Auschwitz concentration camp. Yeah, I agree.
Man. Okay.
Yeah, let's move up to 53. Let's not fester back there. We have French Minister Francois Mitterrand resigned due to colonial policy. Yeah, colonialism was a big no-no by this time,
Yeah.
Like
by 53, yeah.
yeah, like what was it, the Geneva Convention, prohibited that,
Yeah.
many other things and whatnot.
I got
We have
this
another
one.
baseball record here, Scott.
Hey.
You want to pick your turn
Yep.
back up?
All right, I got this one. So, 1957, Milwaukee Braves pitcher Warren Spahn sets an NL National League record for left-hander with 41st shutout. Beats Cubs 8-0. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't have what you had.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was gonna have what you had.
Yeah, he was a good one. I remember him.
Ah,
Warren Spahn.
yep. So it sounds like there's some madness going on around you, Scott. What's going on?
I am currently getting lunch with my father, and we're sitting and waiting for the food.
Ah, okay.
Okay, yeah. He says we're having a beer waiting for the food. Yeah.
That sounds much better.
Fine. That's what we're doing.
Having a beer at 1 in the afternoon. Hey, why not? It's,
Well,
it is
it's right
Saturday.
next to the pizza
so-
place. It's right next to the pizza place.
Yeah,
Well, hey, you asked.
Hey, there you go.
yeah.
I'm just jealous.
It ain't. It's not like we're gonna be here all day. It's just waiting for the food,
Yeah. Well, I hope you're not there all day. They got to get that food done,
Yes, exactly.
But do you want to tell us what
All right.
happened in '64? Both of them?
Yep. 1964, U.S. Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy resigns.
Ah.
I don't remember him resigning. Are
Thank
you
you.
kidding? Huh, I don't remember that.
Let's look up.
Oh, it must have been after Kennedy was assassinated. He resigned because, okay, yeah, now it makes sense. Okay, I got it.
Well, let me look this up actually. Kennedy resigned from the committee to conduct his brother's successful campaign in the 1960 presidential election. He was appointed U.S. Attorney General at the age of 35, one of the youngest cabinet members in American history. And he served as his brother's closest advisor until the latter's 1963 assassination. You're right.
Yeah. There was no love lost between Kennedy and Johnson.
Yeah.
Did not like each other.
Well, speaking of Johnson.
Okay. 1964 Wilderness Act signed into law by President Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yep. So what is the Wilderness
No.
Act?
Yeah, look it up.
It was
Probably more land grab.
It created the legal definition of wilderness in the United States and protected 9.1 million acres of federal land.
Land grab.
Yep. Yep. Well, is it really a land grab when they already have everything and then they give out parcels? I mean, like, remember the Homestead Act or whatever?
Show me in.
Okay, so essentially, let me look this up actually. The Homestead Act, and it was wild. The Homestead Act, enacted during the Civil War in 1862, provided that any adult citizen or intended citizen who had never borne arms against the U.S. government could claim 160 acres of surveyed government land. So basically, they're just like, hey, go, make some homesteads. So they opened the floodgates, and millions of people just went out west and made homesteads and all that stuff. And like on the surface, it's all well and good. It's opening up land for the people. But you know what the underlying whole reason is?
What?
Trying to persuade people to go move into less inhabited areas and new states created, because the majority of our states were created during the battle of pro-slavery versus anti-slavery. Like, because you had the North and South.
Right.
The North, either side, they both did this. One created a state so they can have another seat of representatives to vote with them, so then to counteract. So then this is an act of populating those states to give them even more, like electoral power and everything in that whole battle. The war of anti-slavery is vastly beyond the Civil War. It was going on, still going. Civil rights and everything now, but it's been a thing for hundreds of years, even before this nation's founding. Just yesterday, we were talking about a guy who, like in 1800 or something, in like 1600. Scott, you remember this? Like the guy from I'll just pull this up real quick. Let's see here. Events calendar yesterday on the 2nd, I believe it was the 2nd.
Working all night or something. I don't know.
Well,
1600 or something. It was before, or actually, it was maybe early 1700s. Yeah, I'm not finding it, or maybe early 1800. I don't know. But there was something. Maybe it was the day before. I'm not going to hunt it down.
No. Let's move on.
Anyways, 1965, Pope Paul VI published encyclical Magisterium Fidei. And Scott, I am going to server mute you real quick, so that way we don't have all this background noise. Let's see here. So, Magisterium Fidei. What is that? Magisterium Fidei is an encyclical, blah, 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 published, blah, blah, blah. It was issued just after the closing session of the Second Vatican Council was beginning. But what does it cover? What's its importance? Let's see here. The letter sends a direct and unequivocal message to the Church regarding the Eucharist. The Pope clearly feared that these novel teachings were threatening the Eucharistic piety which had marked the Catholic Church since the earliest centuries. To emphasize the centrality of the Eucharist in the Church, the Pope echoed the words of Ignatius of Antioch, referring to the Blessed Sacrament, the medicine of immortality. The Pope acknowledged that there were many real presences of Christ, but that in the common bread, this presence is real and quote-unquote substantial. I have no clue what I'm reading.
Well, they basically were threatened.
Yeah.
They felt threatened.
They felt threatened. Well, they always feel threatened. So, anyway. Still a lot of noise. Moving on up into 1966, Donovan hit number 1 with Sunshine Superman.
Sunshine Superman, yeah, the good old Donovan.
Donovan, Duck. Internet cartoon, if anybody remembers that. So, Mr. Scott, your turn again, and you start off with an Alice article here. I think he's preoccupied. 1966, future Hockey Hall of Famer Bobby Orr signed his first NHL contract with the Boston Bruins. 2-year deal paying a then record $70,000 plus signing bonus.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Well, back in '66 it was, but 2 years, so that's $35,000 a year. And how much signing bonus?
Plus signing bonus. So
It just says, doesn't matter.
Just says signing bonus.
Yeah.
But,
That's his first contract? Wow.
Yeah,
is it?
So he's a rookie?
His first NHL contract with the Boston Bruins.
Yeah.
No,
These guys.
not necessarily his first ever, but first with Boston Bruins.
Okay.
So I can look up his first contract,
don't worry.
1966. How much you want to know? It's $640,102.47 today.
Hey, there you
So
go.
that's pretty good.
Ready to go.
Still not that much. They get paid by scale far more than they ever used to. By that scale. 600,000, that's 320,000 a year. That's nothing for
Yeah,
a player today.
that's laughable.
That's they want 3 million.
Yeah. 1967, Nguyen Van Thieu was elected president of South Vietnam under a new constitution.
Just a lot.
Everything turned to crap.
Yep. Moving on into Scott, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you want to take 1967?
I got you. Okay, so 1967. Nguyen Van Thieu, elected president of South Vietnam under new constitution.
The other 67 here. I forgot that.
So
other
that's like right at the start of the Vietnam War then.
No, the
No,
Vietnam
it was rolling
conflict.
by then.
The Vietnam conflict, at least for the U.S., started around that time. You are right.
No,
but
it started about 65,
For the-
64, 65.
for the U.S.,
And-
64,
yeah,
65? Okay.
Yeah, and we really were serious by 65. 64 was rolling. 65, we were way into it.
And before that, it was the French. So,
Yeah.
they had been fighting
No, it's been
since-
going for a long time.
They had been fighting
See,
since
when
46.
Kennedy was assassinated and Johnson took over, he really turned it up in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Another one.
And it said that Kennedy wanted to get us out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is, but that was what was said. But Johnson's the one that really ramped it up. So that'd be 65. We were rocking and rolling all the way.
Johnson, what a warmonger. What else happened in 67, Mr. Scott?
All right. I'll give them 1967, Sweden begins driving on right side of road. Dagen H. Wow, that's when that happened. Wow.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Change everything, flip-flop it.
Well,
That-
it is.
I wonder when they changed that because that must have been a heck of a change. So they were the left side then.
Yeah.
Now, do you know why most of Europe drives on the left side of the road versus the right?
I don't know. You could tell me.
Back in the
Why do they
age,
drive on the left side?
back in the age of swords and boards, okay, if you're walking and you're on the right side of the road, somebody can just slash you with their sword without you even seeing it coming. If you're on the left side of the road, because most people are right-handed, they reach for the sword, it's farther away from you. So by the time they pull it out to attack, you already see what's going on and you're ready to defend yourself.
Well, that makes sense. Well, so why do we drive on the right side then?
Because we're outside of the swords and boards thing and stuff like that. Like
Oh, all
it was no
right,
longer
so-
necessary. It just the way Europeans travel, they've been doing it since before cars. It just went from walking and horses to automobiles. They just didn't change the way they walk down the paths.
Yeah.
And, a lot
Well,
of
It's like we're too far into it now to change it. Everybody's so used to that, so even if we're not getting hit by swords, we'll stick with it.
yeah, and probably like the whole right side of the road thing, at least for the United States, was just like another act of defiance against, the crown. It's like, oh, we're changing everything, including the way we operate, because screw the limeys, like
True.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, there we go.
yeah. Oh, hey, you have a good one here in 1970.
All right, 1970. Bill Haley and his comments reject $30,000 for 15th date tour of Australia.
Dang.
He's the reason rock and roll got its name. He had a song, Rock Baby Rock, Roll Baby Roll.
Yep.
Well, like you said, we were on the moon in 1970.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on record 1969, but I believe that we did land, but not before 70. So, because what better way to have a kick in the pants, to our enemies than to land on the moon.
Yeah.
Even though they defeated us in every other aspect of the space race. Anyway, 1970 as well, Indonesian President Sutarno visited the Netherlands.
Yeah, we're just in
Right?
1970.
He was the second president of Indonesia. Okay. 1972, U.S. swimmer Mark Spitz won coveted 100-meter gold medal in world record 51.22 seconds at the Munich Olympics, completing the freestyle sprint double, having already won 200 meters in world record 1 minute 52.78 seconds. Dang.
Not only won all those goals, but he broke world records doing it. I don't know, 6-7 times, something like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
1972, the Atlanta Braves slugger Hank Aaron earned his 6,135th total base to break Stan Musial's MLB record in an 8-0 home defeat to the Philadelphia Phillies. Oh, a defeat that wide and at home too, that's crushing.
Yeah.
Well, Hank Aaron is like on the top of home runs. If you look him up, try looking him up. He's like on the top, I think, one of the top guys.
Yeah.
Top
Right?
home run hitters. Let's see here.
He's looking it up, right?
I have Barry Bonds. I have Hank Aaron.
Yeah,
I
see,
have
he's second.
Babe Ruth,
Knew it,
Alex
knew it.
Rodriguez, Albert Pujols, Willie Mays, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, I think Barry Bonds finally passed him.
Yeah, but didn't he dope up too?
Didn't he?
Yeah, from
Dope up?
PDDs.
Or was that somebody else? That was Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire, yeah.
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds did too.
Okay. Is Barry
But Hank
Bonds?
Aaron's did it over longevity. He played baseball for a long time.
Is Barry Bonds the guy who was black and he became white, or is that somebody else?
No.
It's somebody else. We were talking about this the other day, Scott.
You're talking about what's his
Hank
name?
Aaron was
Michael
second.
Jackson, are you?
No. He was a baseball player.
Oh.
He was a black guy, and he had a mental disorder. He started bleaching his skin.
I've never heard that.
No, not Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa?
No.
No.
No, it is Sammy Sosa. You're right.
He showed me my little newspaper clipping when I
Yeah, no,
played.
look at this. Look at Sammy Sosa then and now. You see that?
Huh?
It's the same guy.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa. Yeah,
he
that's.
used to be black, and he had some kind of mental disorder, and he bleached his skin.
Really?
Well, that's what that's what Scott said.
He did.
So
He did that. Yeah.
I've
yeah,
never heard that before. Oh,
yeah,
Yeah, look at the pictures comparing it. You'll see.
yeah. I'm showing it to him right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's like a white.
a true play out of Michael Jackson right there.
Kind of like I don't know. It's like a Michael Jackson thing. Yeah, he's literally basically white.
Okay.
Sure.
Yep.
Why not?
Mr. Scott, you want to take 73 here?
Yes, I'm here.
You want to take 73?
Sure, 73.
This guy again.
1973, Jerry Lewis, 8th Muscular Dystrophy Telethon. Man, he does.
Yeah, didn't he raise like 2.1 in grand total? This guy with all of his telethons,
Yeah.
he raised something like $2.1 billion.
I can believe that. Yeah, it was amazing. He did it every year.
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis Telethon.
And 365 days later,
Yeah, no. I know, time's the boom.
1974, future Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame guard Oscar Robertson retired, leaving the NBA with 26,710 points, 9,887 assists, and 7,804 rebounds in 1,040 games.
That's
call
the
him the
big
Big
O
O.
right there.
Yeah, we both
The big
said
O.
it. The Big O.
And here I
We
thought,
both said
He
it.
doesn't get enough credit how great he was.
Yeah.
He really doesn't.
and here I was thinking Big O was just an
I
anime.
think Oscar Robertson was like doing the triple double stuff nowadays. Like he was like he did a lot of triple doubles back in the day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Big wide body guard. Unstoppable.
Yep.
Scott, take this one here at baseball.
All right. 1975, Dodgers baseman Steve Garvey begins his National League record 1,207 consecutive game streak in a 13-2 loss versus Cincinnati Reds. So yeah, he's a good pitcher. He lasted a while.
Yeah, except he was a first baseman.
You might see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's wild, like, how many times we've read how people have started their this record and their that streak with a loss. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
It's the streak, not the game.
It is.
Point.
Yeah. Moving on up into 1989, U.S. tennis star Chris Evert defeated 15-year-old Monica Seals 6-0, 6-2 in a fourth-round match for her 101st and last U.S. Open singles victory.
Wasn't Monica Seals, didn't she get stabbed on the court or something? A fan came down or tried to stab her or something? Do you remember anything about that, Scott?
I don't know too much about tennis, but you know, this is 89, so maybe you know. I mean, we can look it up.
I was just kind of vaguely remembering that. It's more news than tennis.
The most horrible day in tennis. Monica Seals was stabbed in the back on April 30th in 1933.
Fan came out of the stands.
You got it. Then, yep.
Jeez.
You got it.
That's awful. Who would do that?
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not. It's true. I don't even need to finish the question. You know where I'm going. Like. Anyway, Scott, it's your turn.
All right. Also, 1989, Stephen Sondheim's musical Into the Woods closes at Martin Beck Theater, New York City, after 764 performances and 3 Tony Award wins.
Nice.
All right.
The only thing I want to see.
Ooh. Why does this guy look like
Next
George
one?
W. Bush?
Oh, wow. Dave Righetti, another Yankee here. 1990.
We can
White
just skip
Sox
that one,
close
Scott.
it-
Just skip it.
Just skip what?
Anything with the Yankees, we're going to skip today.
I don't think that upholds our educational values.
All right, go ahead.
All right, fine. 1990, White Sox closer Bobby Thigpen tops Dave Righetti's MLB record with 47th save in Chicago's 4-2 win versus Royals. Thigpen finishes season with 57 saves.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, he's not a Yankee there, but
No.
he was known to be a Yankee.
Yeah.
Speaking of the White Sox, was it yesterday or the day before we talked about the white stockings or something, or the black stockings?
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
that was
Black
before the
Sox.
White.
Yeah,
No, not
black
the socks.
stockings. Black
The
with
stockings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they became the socks because who wears stockings anymore? You know,
Sure.
Gosh.
other than women. So. We have another sports
We got
history.
some hockey.
There you
We
go.
have an Alice article here.
Yep. Alice.
Alice.
1990, Mario Lemieux's ownership group officially takes over the NHL Pittsburgh Penguins. Lemieux is first player in the modern era of sports to buy the team he once played for.
Oh wow,
I didn't know he bought a team.
he bought his team.
Oh yeah, that was the guy who was loyal to the team, right?
Oh, is this the same guy we talked about yesterday?
Yes, it is
Okay.
him. Yep.
Yeah, he's the first.
Mario Lemieux.
He's the first player of a team to actually become the owner of said team. So,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, that's interesting. Oh, now you have a tennis, so you're going all over the sports spectrum today.
Tennis. All right. 2006, Andre Agassi loses to 112th ranked Benjamin Becker of Germany, 7-5, 6-7, 6-4, 7-5 in the third round at the U.S. Open in his final career match. 8th-time Grand Slam winner finishes with record of 870 to 274. So he lost to somebody not that good.
Yeah.
Huh.
Can you imagine started his career, professional career, with super long hair?
Oh
He
wow.
was a heartthrob for
Yeah.
the teens. Now look at him.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
I know someone who's been through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Well,
Serena
I
Williams.
wasn't necessarily talking about you.
You?
Right? Serena Williams would kick his butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2011, following his disqualification in the 100 meters, Jamaica's Usain Bolt ran a season-best 19.40 to win the 200 meter at the World Athletics Championships in South Korea. And speak of the devil, and she may appear, Alice.
Alice is here.
21 gigawatts!
What's up, Alice?
Today in history, there is a hamburger fest going on in my town, which makes me not have any customers in. But there's a sale going on, and they have a never forget Mustang for 9/11 out here.
Oh yeah, that's coming up here in 8 days.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to show you this car real quickly. I know it's part of, I think it's part of history. It's a Mustang that's been painted up for the remembering of 9/11 victims.
I would like to see this.
Yes, hang on.
But Alice, like, we've spoken about you a couple of times. There's been several hockey things.
Oh, shit smacks, really?
Yeah.
Hang on. Here we go, guys.
Yeah, like Mario Lemieux.
Mario Lemieux, huh?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. So
That's fancy.
they're auctioning it off or something, did you say?
I think they're
No, it's just a car being outside
Oh, okay.
for the sale at the priority one. But yeah.
Nice. Look at that.
For
Oh,
9/11.
oh, that's fantastic. Look at that. Oh.
Go back to the hood. I didn't see that long enough.
Hang on a second. One of my friends wants to see it online right now.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, see the skyline?
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
recognizable.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty. Oh, wow! Do you see the flag is the two towers? Go back. It's a tower. Do you see that?
Oh, look at that.
You were tired.
Yeah, I have no customer so I can show this, so. It just has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt the show, but I thought this was a piece of history that.
No, well done. Look at that. I love
This
the
is awesome.
guys in the back.
Dude, my dad and I saw on the what was it, the 5-year anniversary or the 10-year anniversary?
Right here, that's her.
crushed
but this is
fire
the-
truck.
Yeah, my dad and I saw on the 10-year anniversary of 9/11, so September 11th, 2011.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the Nixon Library and Birthplace, they had a fire truck that got crushed, and it was just, you see like this huge, truck, this big truck flattened like a pancake.
Yeah.
There might have been people in there, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, kudos to those guys in that paint job. That's nice.
They're cheap right
Yeah.
now.
There's something going on.
Yeah.
If you see anybody affiliated with that car, tell them they got the A.O. Xander seal of approval.
Yeah. Who is that coming from?
That's Scott partying.
Scott is at some place waiting for food, and there's a lot of ambiance. Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay, well, anyways, I just wanted to show you that going on in my neck. Like all of the customers are going there. And not coming
Do you
here.
want me to mute the camera voice? I apologize.
It's all right. Like you can mute yourself when you're not talking. That'd be appreciated.
All right.
Thank you.
Anyways, but I figured I could pop in and do a couple for you
Yeah,
today.
good.
But
Go
I
ahead.
thought that
Let's
was
roll.
really cool.
We're waiting for you.
Yeah. Why don't you just do the
You know,
rest?
you are our star.
Oh, in 2017, we have Governor of California Jerry Brown issues state of emergency due to LA tuna brush fire. The LA tuna brush fire
Yeah.
near
Latuna.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You know what his nickname was for us? King Med, standing for Medfly, because he sprayed us all.
Oh.
Yeah. Tell her the whole story about the thing, Alice. Listen to this. This is nuts.
Well, we have a big, California's huge in agriculture, and we had this Mediterranean fly that got into our state. So he decided to spray the entire Southern California. And they said, just stay indoors, it's not harmful, but put your cars away because it can eat your paint. Oh, thank you. So he became King Med.
Oh my God. Stay indoors and cover your cars.
But it's safe. Yeah.
Like all safety. That's freaking ridiculous.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You Californians and your malarkey.
I know, right? Why do you think I'm trying so hard to get that out of here, you know?
Okay, what's next?
Well.
What happened 2 years after that, Miss Alice? With your
Well,
sunglasses?
what we have next here is in 2019, we have British Prime Minister Boris Johnson lose a significant vote in Parliament as MPs gain control of the timetable. Orders whip withdrawn from 21 rebel Tory PMs.
Yeah.
Which I have no idea what the hell that means.
I don't either.
MP,
if for whatever reason they have it backwards, but that stands for Prime Ministers. Or something
That's
like
what I figured, but yeah. But then didn't Boris Johnson actually resign this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I was wrong about what did MPs do? Members of Parliament. So there's a Prime Minister and the members of Parliament.
Right, yeah. That's what I was thinking, because they have Parliament, they don't have Congress.
Congress, yeah.
So yeah,
he
members of Parliament.
He got a vote of no confidence this year, so he resigned.
Yeah. Well, as they say,
I wish we could do that with our presidents.
Yeah. As the saying goes, if pro is opposite of con, then what's the opposite of progress?
That is a very good question.
Congress. Pro, con, It's true.
Moving on with that
These are the facts of life.
You have another 2019 here.
Oh, we do. In 2019, unknown text by John Locke. Reasons for tolerating papists equally with others from 1667 to 1668. An argument for religious toleration discovered at St. John's College in Annapolis. So that's Indiana.
Yeah, that sounds like something fabricated, though, to try to push some kind of
agenda.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound... That sounds weird.
Yeah, like how they just so happen to find these things. Oh, what a coincidence. It just so happens to stand in line with everything we say, even though everything from that guy is opposed. What a coincidence,
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indubitable.
Oh, here we go. You got a Kung Flu here, 2020.
Oh, shit snap. Alright.
Whose turn is it?
It's Alice. She's going to be closing out the main body, and then you will start bursts.
Alright, so we have in 2020 actor Robert Pattinson, that stupid guy from the Twilight movies, I guess now is playing Bruce Wayne. He tested positive for COVID-19, shutting down production of the Batman film he was shooting.
As you said, Bruce Wayne, so yeah. I'm going to do the split here. So let's see here. Where's my program?
Alright.
All the chicks were like team what? There was like the two boys in the movie, like they were team whoever and team whoever.
Team Edward and Team Jacob, I think.
Yeah. Okay. The only time I ever saw the movie was when the people after Mystery Science Theater 3000 they broke up. They started doing riff tracks. The only time I ever saw a Twilight movie was when they were having audio commentary, just making fun of the entire movie. So
I have been lucky enough never to see any Twilight movies. So yeah.
How did you know the names?
Because I'm on the internet. Like, I'm forced to bear witness to things that I'm not necessarily associated with.
Right. Culture, sometimes you just know that. Alright, anything after COVID-19? Anything of worthy of note?
If you want to, let's see here.
In 2020, more healthcare workers have died of COVID-19 in Mexico than any other country. 1,320 deaths versus 1,077 in the U.S. and 649 in the UK, according to Amnesty International. I call malarkey.
Yeah, that's all BS. All of it.
And in Philadelphia Phillies retired infielder Dick Allen's number 15 on the 57th anniversary of his Major League Baseball debut.
That's cool.
I don't like the Phillies, but I mean I appreciate sports play. Some of them.
Before we move on into burst deaths, were there any articles that grabbed your attention? Let's start off with Scott, since he's been here the longest, aside from my dad and I.
Yeah. Alright, so 1034, right?
No, we're just doing a quick recap, just to add a little bit more meat to the second portion.
My bad.
Like, no, like, was there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? You know, like.
I would have to go back and look, honestly. So I don't know if I talk about it a little bit. I apologize.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say one that really sparked my interest here was in 1189, Richard Lionheart. He was crowned in Westminster. 30 Jews were massacred after the coronation, but in response, Richard ordered the perpetrators to be executed. So,
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Dude, what happened to my...
So that was interesting right there. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 1752 here, Britain and the British Empire, including the American colonies, adopted the Gregorian calendar, which lost 11 days, and people rioted thinking the government stole 11 days from their lives. Isn't that funny?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty fucking interesting. So, hey, what was the Mario Lemieux thing you were talking about with the hockey?
Let's see
that's
here.
a little late.
He bought the team that he played for.
Yeah.
So Mario Lemieux, he's the one who played for so long, and then he took over as like a manager or something, right?
Yeah,
And then he became a part owner to the Penguins, right?
Yeah, no, he bought the team he used to play for. What year was that?
Yeah, okay, yeah, no. So that happened today in history. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it here. Let's see here. Mario
Dude, yeah, that
Lemieux.
guy, he had so many health issues too, but like that man just had a heart to play.
Why can't I find it? Getting in a... Oh, here we go. Here you go, Alice. I'll let you read this. We've already gone over this, but
Okay,
I'll
so
let you
in
read
99,
this.
Mario Lemieux officially takes over the NHL Pittsburgh Penguins. Lemieux, first player in modern era of sports to buy the team he once played for. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's a good environment.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Is he still the owner, or did he sell it?
Let's see
He
here.
still owns it.
Mario Lemieux. Who owns... you know
Current
what?
owner of Penguins.
Current owner.
I think he's a co-owner only now.
Current owner, Fenway Sports Group is led by principal owner John W. Henry, who holds an estimated 40% of stock in the company, and chairman Tom Werner, who controls the second largest block of shares. Oh, here we go. It says here, December 29th, 2021, last year, Mario Lemieux just made $350 million due to Penguins payoff or something. So like, he sold it.
damn.
He sold it for $320 million.
350. Yeah.
Hey, look what I got today for free.
That's a cigar.
Nice.
Yeah, guess what? I'm gonna spark this little fucker up. I'm gonna spark it up on my birthday on Wednesday.
Oh hell yeah.
Hey, it's
And
your
guess
birthday
what?
on Wednesday. Happy birthday.
I have my birthday. I have my birthday off, and I will do the show on my birthday.
Awesome. So I need you to put your birthday in the TDH research channel, please, so that way I don't forget.
Oh no, bro, you won't forget.
I better not forget.
Because she would go fucking nuts.
I will go fucking nuts. I need to know this.
No, I'll just say I'm like, Well, also that day in history will be my dad's 20-year wedding anniversary.
Oh wow, yeah,
So
that's
you were
right.
born on their wedding anniversary?
Yeah, my dad got remarried on my 18th birthday.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk to people eventually.
Speaking of birthdays, let's get on to birthdays.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna be like, "Oh, I got some drugs." Or,
That's the fucked up part.
I'm telling you,
That's the fucked up part.
it's gonna happen. When you're drinking.
Well, anyways, so I'm gonna start this one off here.
All right.
In 1034, we have Go Sanjo, the 71st Emperor of Japan, from 1068 to 73. Born in Kyoto, Japan, died in 1073. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Well,
Sometimes my sunglasses make it hard to read.
Your sunglasses make you look very Californian, Alice. It's actually kind of spooky.
I got it.
Dude, no, I'm very, very movie star-ish.
There you
because
go.
you need not gonna be.
Hollywood wants you.
She's a diva.
Ooh. We got in 1856, Louis Sullivan, American architect, father of skyscrapers, was born in Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, what happened?
Boston.
Died in 1926.
Dang. Father of skyscrapers. So yeah, like he's.
Yeah, he's the creator of the skyscraper.
Yep. If you can't build
Good
out, you
on
build
him.
up. Yep. We have Carl David Anderson was born on this date in 1905. He was a U.S. physicist. He was born in New York City, New York. Died in 1991. And then
Damn.
And then in 1929, we have James Whitley Bulger, a U.S. organized crime boss born in Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston.
Another Bostonite here.
Massachusetts.
Hey, I'm Bostoning here. He died.
I'm walking here.
He died 4 years ago in 2018. So wow.
That's
That
New York.
picture, he just looks
Oh,
like
wait,
crime
no, I'm
family,
walking
doesn't he?
here is
Yeah,
New
well,
York.
like he has a thing.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's arrest. Yeah.
What?
Oh my God, we have.
What?
Oh, never mind. I just saw the butcher and I thought it was something cool. I was like,
The
oh,
Butcher?
never mind. He was just a cricket player.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Cricket. Yeah.
We know nothing about cricket out here.
Nothing.
All we know about cricket is the oval.
The oval. Yep.
It's a horrible
Pretty
place.
Are you
Well-
awesome ladies coming in to buy some multivitamins today?
No, I'm trying to get a phone that works.
Oh. Oh.
That's another job right there. Thank you.
Darn it. Yeah.
Well, I think, Alice, it's your turn again, since Scott seems to be a little busy with getting lunch.
Yeah. So we have in 1947 we have Mario Draghi. He was an Italian banker, president of the European Central Bank, prime minister of Italy in 2021
And
to
continuing.
now to present. Yep. So he's still president as prime minister, and he was born in Rome.
Ah,
Okay, so he's part of the central bank. That's great.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zionist.
Do you know that Thomas Clarence? He was a attorney for Monsanto at one juncture.
I didn't know that.
God. Did you know
Yeah.
the current head of the FDA is a former Monsanto executive?
Oh, imagine that!
Oh,
No
yeah,
wonder
what a
they
surprise,
no
yeah.
wonder they raided a Amish farmstead and
Oh.
told them to cease and desist out here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that
jeez.
makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on Monsanto. Like, they're awful. And now Bill Gates owns it, so somehow they're even worse than before. I didn't even know I can hate something even
Yep.
so extremely.
And
you know?
Bill Gates is now the largest farmland owner too in the United States.
And he's working on a nuclear power plant. He's going to try to bring nuclear power into the private sector. That's frightening.
Oh.
Him with
That's
nuclear power?
interesting.
Oh, God.
Oh, because nuclear power bad.
Oh, man. But only when people outside of him
Anyways.
use it. But hey, you
Oh,
got a
here
good
you
one
go.
here that I think you'll enjoy.
Oh yeah, we got British pop rock guitarist for the Sex Pistols.
Pistols?
Steve Jones was born in London today. Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sex Pistols? I never heard of
The
them.
Sex Pistols.
Sex-
Sex Pistols. It's just I have a slur in my lisp in my words because I have a swollen tongue because I bit my tongue the other day.
Ow.
Well, don't
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
been. I keep constantly biting it, so it like keeps not healing.
Well,
And so I keep talking all funky. If you haven't noticed, my voice has changed slightly. Slightly.
anyway, we have
Anyway, just
good old
shit snare.
we have good old Tiger Blood here, 1965. Charlie Sheen, actual name is Carlos Estevez. I did not know that.
What?
Yes, I did.
Carlos
Well,
Estevez.
he's Martin Sheen's father,
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
And Emilio Estevez. That's Martin Sheen's birth name.
Huh. Oh, so Martin
Yeah.
Sheen is Emilio Estevez?
Well, no, Martin Sheen
He's got
is he's
something
Martin
Estevez.
Estevez
Oh,
technically.
Estevez.
So they both just changed their names. How about
Yeah. So Sheen took on his father's name for like the stage name, but
Yeah.
Estevez, Emilio never did.
Ah. So wait, so Emilio. So who's Emilio?
Emilio Estevez, he was the coach in the Mighty Ducks movies.
Okay, but no, but in relation, so there's.
Gordon Bombay. He played Gordon Bombay. He was also
no,
in
no.
what was that? Repo Man?
No, I'm saying.
Or no,
So it'd be a
Repo
son
Man.
or a
What
brother
I'm saying is Charlie Sheen is
Yeah.
the son, okay? Then Martin
Yeah,
Sheen
Charlie
is the
Sheen
father.
and Emilio are both brothers.
Okay, so Emilio Estevez is Charlie Sheen's brother. Okay.
Yes, and Martin Sheen is their father.
Okay. I had no idea that Emilio Estevez was the brother of Charlie Sheen. I'll be
I didn't
damned.
either.
Wow.
No clue.
Yep. Yeah, he's the brother of Charlie Sheen.
And this is the power of alternate names. This is why they always ask you if you have other names, you know. And why
Yeah,
Ron
Estevez-
White was much of an idiot for saying his nickname was Tater Tot. No,
Like
no,
kind
not
of like
tater
how
salad, sorry.
was it? fucking what's his goddamn name? Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
He's a Capella.
Capella?
Yeah, or a Cobelli or whatever. You know that famous
the Italian
movie
crime
producer.
thing? Oh, okay.
No, he's that famous movie producer. He's a Capella.
Oh.
But like Nicholas Capella or something. He's one of them. But he decided he wanted to become famous based off of it. So he took on Nicolas Cage. So he wouldn't be recognized as this guy and get like special treatment.
Okay.
Be independent.
Yeah, that's what Nick Cage did.
And here I was thinking Al Capella
But yeah,
was just a form of
I'm sorry, he's a Coppola. I'm sorry, yeah, a Coppola.
Coppola. Okay. Oh, okay.
Coppola.
Now
Yeah, Coppola. I'm sorry, Coppola.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking about Al Capella. You know, like the singing music type.
Al Capella. You know, he's a Coppola.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's part of the Capella family.
Well, that's a lot of interesting right there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I know. I do know some pop culture.
The only thing about Emilio Estevez, is from the Night at the Roxbury. You know, Dad knows that movie.
Oh yeah.
Emilio.
Yeah. And in 1986, we have Shaun White, a U.S. snowboarder, got the Olympic gold in 2006, 2010, and 2018. Born in San Diego, California, which, according to Ron Burgundy, Alice, what does San Diego stand for?
Whale's vagina?
Yeah. Although I don't think that's an accurate transition, or translation, but, whatever.
It means a whale's vagina. Actually, I think it means Saint Diego.
Yeah. Well, Los Angeles is City of Angels, I know
Well,
that.
yeah, no, Los Angeles.
Yep.
Los Angles.
Los Angles. We got Grove Street hands. Our hands are at angles.
God damn it, dude.
Well.
Alright.
Your turn now.
Alright, so in 1993 we have Dominic Thiem, or however you want to say it. He was an Austrian tennis player. U.S. Open 2020, ATP Finals 2019, born in Wiener. He was born in Wiener, Australia.
No, not even Australia.
I'm sorry, Austria. I'm sorry. He was born in Wiener, Neustadt, Austria.
Yeah.
Because W's are pronounced with a V. With that dialect.
Yeah, actually, yesterday, Scott and I were watching some of our old shows and such. Like the first one on January 1st. Our first, show of this format and everything. Then we watched our first live stream. We watched that one full. And
oh wow!
I just want to apologize for how crass I used to be. Like I used to try to keep things in the time zone, but now I've just kind of let loose and let people just enjoy.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did. I was being conscious of the time back then. I was so when we had the little whatever out, I was but I was trying.
Yeah, I'm sorry for how I treated you.
Feels like the asshole now, motherfucker. What? I'm just kidding. You're not an asshole. I told you I'll be waiting whenever you want to talk again, and I'm glad you took my my advice.
I'm glad you're back.
Dude, well, Xander, in all honesty, you are my bestie. I'm not gonna lie.
That. And
it was a heartbreak when I lost you.
It was for me too. I not just. Yeah.
I barely
okay, let's pick up our feet and move on.
Yeah. Anyway, Alice, why don't you start off Deaths today? I got her attention.
Deaths?
You see how fast she came back?
Yeah.
Like a dinner bell.
I know.
Nimble on her feet, I gotta tell you. Good.
So we got in 1189, we have Jacob of Orleans. Rabbi killed an anti-Jewish riot in London, England.
Oh. Now wait a minute.
So
Hold
even
on a second.
the Brits were against the Jews too.
Does this have anything to do with Richard the Lionheart? 1189? 11. Yeah, this guy, he was one of the. Yeah, no, remember earlier I said Richard the Lionheart, when he was crowned, 30 Jews were massacred after his coronation. He was one of them, it looks like. Because it's the same year. Same year, same day, so this has to be.
Yeah.
1189, a Jew,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Wow.
They've always been persecuted.
Wow, really good pull.
Oh, you got a big name here. Oh
my god, we have Oliver Cromwell here, and 1658. He was an English general. From 1653 to 58, Lord Protector, died at the age of 59.
Dang. Oliver Cromwell. That's a name in my brain that I don't know why it's there, but names are in my brain for a reason. I don't just.
I got the same reaction.
Yeah, we've heard of Cromwell before.
Yeah.
Cromwell's army. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, what do we got?
1948, we lost Edvard Benins. He was a Czech politician, statesman, and the second president of Czechoslovakia, serving from 1935 to 38 and 1945 through 48. Died at the age of 64.
Now the Czech Republic, right?
Yeah, Czech. It's the Czech Republic and Slovakia. So they got split.
Yeah, they split themselves.
Yeah.
They didn't like one another.
Well, no, I think that was after the First or Second World War. Let's see here. When did CZH Czechoslovakia? Yeah. Here we go. When did? Hold on a second. When did Czechoslovakia split? Here we go. January 1st, 1993. The Velvet Divorce, the name given to the splitting of Czechoslovakia on January 1st, 1993, echoed the bloodless Velvet Revolution that overthrew the country's communists in 1989. So that was way beyond that. So wow.
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway, whose turn was it?
You.
My turn. Okay.
Yours.
1970, we have Vince Lombardi. He died today. He was a U.S. Pro Football Hall of Fame coach for the Green Bay Packers. Hey, Alice, it's your Packers.
Yeah.
Your favorite sports team in all history because you're a Wisconsinite. 1959-67, an NFL Coach of the Year, 1959 and 61, Super Bowl of 1967 and 68. Died at the age of 57. That's young.
You keep saying that. The first time that you and I interact, like, you'll be coming off, I'll be in, like, baggage for you, waiting, and you're gonna get your baggage, like, Alice! And I'm going, boom! Get arrested by, like, airport police just for punching you in the face. You son of a bitch, that's what call me Wisconsiner.
Let's not meet up with
you do know I don't really give two shits about football. I only care about hockey. Really. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've said this I think too many days in a row now that I've been on here that I was a bridesmaid, never a bride for the Minnesota Vikings.
Yep.
However, the Minnesota Twins can bring us a championship, and our women's basketball team can bring us one, and our U of M, University of Minnesota hockey team can bring us championships. But no.
Now, I want to say,
not the Minnesota Wild, not the fucking Vikings, not the Timberwolves.
I want to say it's really admirable that you actually follow your WNBA team or your women's basketball.
I only knew about it because certain feminists back home when I was living there told me about it. So, and also my niece, she played basketball in high school, so sometimes she would tell me things like that, and I was like, oh, cool, all right. Well, that was her thing. That was her passion. She was really good at it too.
I know someone who played basketball in high school.
Yeah.
So she completely tore her entire ACL and had to have surgery. She didn't get to play her entire senior year of her basketball.
Sucks.
They allowed her to play 20 seconds of the last of the game, and actually it was the first and last time I ever went to a basketball game.
Huh.
So, yeah.
1991.
The more you know, right?
That's good respect. I like to hear something like that.
That's cool.
Well, a lot of respect for my niece. You know,
exactly.
She's like, I'd gone to some of her soccer games, but I had never gone to a basketball game, so.
I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the color of your eyeliner and the color of your glasses, and it looks like you just, before you put the frames in your glasses, you just spray painted,
No. Actually, I don't use brushes to do my eyeshadow. I use my fingers. I just dab my finger in my eyeshadow and I spread it and go from there.
But you look wicked today, let me tell you that.
Well, thank you very much. I want to look good, although I'm not getting customers today, unfortunately.
Oh, Alice, you always look good. That's not even a thing,
Oh, folic acid. I got one of those.
1991, we have Frank Capra. He was an Italian U.S. Academy Award-winning film director. It's a Wonderful Life. It Happened One Night. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. He died at the age of 94. Wow, those are some big movies right there.
Yeah.
So.
Frank Capra, yeah.
Let's see here. Scrolling. Miss Alice.
She's gone.
She's within earshot, maybe. I'm not sure. We have a great view of the stockroom of, her supplement store and everything. Anyway, 2017, we lost Walter Becker, a U.S. rock bassist, guitarist, songwriter, and record producer. Steely Dan, Deacon Blues, and Peg died of esophageal cancer at 67. Ugh.
Did he play in Steely Dan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Steely Dan.
Yeah.
Deacon Blues and Peg, but maybe he produced it.
I don't know.
Because he's a bassist, guitarist, songwriter, and record producer. So Walter Becker's involvement in Steely Dan. Let me look at that. Walter Becker, Steely Dan. Let's see here. Becker and Fagan reformed Steely Dan in 1993 and remained active, recording Two Against Nature in 2000, which won 4 Grammy Awards. So at least they reformed it. He had some kind of hand in it. I'm not entirely sure without digging deep in the research.
So, the Steely Dan I'm thinking of was pre-him then. Okay. They reformed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that concludes the show for today. Once again, you can check the underbar, the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to everything Omni Coalition. For your dose of Fast Events Daily, I am A.O. Xander. We also have Scott, Alice, and...
me, Cleaver.
Yep. For your dose of Fast Events Daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific Time, which is 1 in the Eastern. That any one of my Easterlings here would be able to say if they were not AFK or muted. But anyway, until you catch us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles. Let's go, Brandon.